Dun, dun, dun. Hey internet friend, how are you? Hey, want to see this new toy I got? Check this out, look at this. This is called a ring light. Woo, Halloween. It goes on my phone like that, and then it gives me light. Ta-da! So here's a little pet peeve. It doesn't really bother me, but it kind of does when people say, I'm going to film a video, or I'm going to tape a video, and videotape has been gone for a while. And I know that it's just semantics and stuff, but it's one of those things that people get stuck in using the same terminology, like the idea of rolling down a window. You don't do that in a car anymore. You don't roll down the window. And it's just an antiquated term. And what do we replace it with? You know, with digital cameras. What are you doing? You're not really filming with film, and you're not really taping with tape, like recording tape. You're digitizing, so you're going to like digitize a video. It's really kind of a weird phenomenon. Like even like dialing a phone. You don't dial a phone anymore. Before, they used to have these dials in the phone. You used to dial the phone. They called it a phone dial, a dialing phone. Then there was the push button phone, and now there's just talk. It just does it. What's another one? The antiquated terminology. Let's see. Taping. Oh, I don't know. But it's just a thing that sometimes people don't change their terminology when they're talking about things. And one example is an analog clock. Some millennial people don't know how to read an analog clock, where the big hand's on the 12 and the little hand's on the 3. They don't know what that is because they don't see the digital numbers. They wonder what is that? Like a quarter to 2. What is a quarter to 2? They don't know what that is anymore. Another thing is, one of mine is that this is something that's coming up, is the dollar per hour work ethic. We've been programmed to be able to measure a work day by hourly wage. And it can only be so much because an employer can only pay so much. And you can only work so many hours because there's only 24 hours in a day. So you're limited by that kind of thing. But a lot of people are still in that mindset of, how much you make per hour. Like when I go do magic gigs. I just saw a meme on this. When I go to a magic gig and I charge somebody $500 to walk around for an hour with a deck of cards, they think, why are you getting paid so much? I don't get paid $500 an hour. And the reason is, you're not paying me for the time I'm at the event. You're paying me for all the time I took for years and years and years to learn how to perform the magic effect, if that makes any sense. Or like when someone goes to, like a doctor goes to college and learns how to do brain surgery, you're not paying for the 4 hours that he took to take out your appendix or whatever. You're paying for all the time that he took to learn all that stuff. So some people don't think of that kind of concept, and that's happening a lot right now with robotics and automation. If you look at like those self-driving trucks and vehicles and stuff, it's putting truck drivers out of work, because why should they pay somebody to be in the truck when they can just let the truck go by itself? So now that truck driver needs to relearn, how am I going to make a living now? I've been driving truck for so long. And you can't really turn them into like technophobes or anything to start designing web pages, or God forbid working at Walmart being a greeter, because that's going to be automated too. People are going to do them self-serve checkouts like they have at Target and stuff. You don't really need the cashiers unless you have a problem with the machine. So things are changing for us as far as how things get done. And it's becoming real evident with me. I'm self-employed and I do a lot of internet marketing and stuff, so I use a lot of Facebook. And it's getting to be a pay or play world where you're trying to have people see stuff on your, you see stuff on your Facebook post, and they can't see it because of the algorithms for Facebook. They can't let, like I've got 2,000 friends or something like that. They can't let all those people see the same thing at the same time because they have other friends other than me. So it's hard to fit it all on one screen on the phone or the computer. So they have to suppress it a little bit. And the way you can be seen is you have to pay to advertise. And that's the way Facebook makes money. So it's getting to be a pay-or-play environment on all this social media and stuff like that. Unless you can get strategic and figure out how to get that ranking up there. And the way that some of this works is when you put stuff on your feed and people comment, it gets you ranked a little bit more because Facebook kind of sees that it's, hey, something's happening here. So they'll give it a little more priority. So that's why sometimes I put controversial statements on my Facebook posts so that it gets some traction and people start seeing stuff, in case you're wondering. Anyways, I'm not going to take any more of your time because you got valuable time. If you're watching this and you're at work, you shouldn't be. You should be working. So watch it after work or on your break when you're in Chipotle getting your lunch. Peace, love, and happiness. This is MagicBrad signing off. I got to figure out how to turn this thing off. The only way I can do it is by taking off my little light. Isn't this cool? See, it's got different shades. You can go light, bright, kind of bright, off. $10 at Target. Peace. Thanks.